Assalamu alaikum. Can today youth deal with childhood trauma without going towards haram and sinful life? They can if they realize that they've had trauma. However, a lot of times, make sure it's not some self-fulfilling prophecy, or even I would say what's called the echoing prophecy. The echoing self-fulfilling prophecy is a term I came up with, is basically where you see a podcast, someone talks about childhood trauma, and you're like, aha, that's me. It's probably not you. Like right away, people want to call it trauma. Why don't we call it lessons? Now, I'm not denying that some people have gone through some crazy, beep, beep. But bottom line is, look at the Palestinians. May Allah give them victory. How much they're suffering. Do you think that's not PTSD? Yet they are so resilient. And it's not been, you'd be like, yeah, we'll see in 10 years when they grow up. Dude, they've been at it for more than 70 years, guys. Like, this is like 2-3 generations now. And they don't complain of PTSD. They're like resilient. Why? Because they have a purpose. The problem, I'm not denying trauma, that people look at events in their lives, yes, we can call it trauma, as something negative. So I'm not going to deny trauma, but trauma as always something negative as opposed to as a lesson. Why? Because they have no objective and no purpose in this life. They might say, I'm a Muslim, I worship Allah. How can you say that? Okay, cool with that. But I'm talking about like a specific objective within that frame of worshiping Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And we find that the Palestinian people have that. And what is that? To win, to regain their homes, their objective. Now, it's maybe you might look at it as a forced objective because they have to, it's defensive. But that can be debated. Bottom line is, you need to always ask yourself to first, I'm not saying that you're not going to get counseled and helped and all that, but to be able to go over trauma, you have to switch your mind, as Viktor Frankl said, to go from just being a victim to having a purpose. And if the purpose is big enough, there's no trauma and no difficulty in life that you cannot overcome and turn it into a positive in your favor. So yes, it is. But very good question. Jazakallah khair. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala bless you.